Florida National News is in Las Vegas on
Florida's
radio.
in the house.
Florida's
Oh my
in the house.
gosh.
Look at this. Sitting next to me, we got Carrot Top.
That's
Carrot
right.
Top, who is now a Vegas resident. But no, I shouldn't even say that. You have a residency in Vegas, but you actually are a Florida resident, right?
Yes, exactly true. Yes,
Absolutely.
I still live in Orlando.
Yes.
At my house in Orlando, but I live here most of the year doing shows at the Luxor.
Right.
But I love Florida. I love Florida.
Because you've been here in Vegas now doing the show since about 2005. Is that right?
Yeah, 18 years at the Luxor.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
18.
That's
It
amazing.
is.
Quite
It
a
is
run.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about the Super Bowl invading Vegas for for this big weekend here?
It's
How's it
unreal.
been?
It's unreal. I mean,
Yeah.
for being
Yep.
living here for before they even had the Raiders, people were talking about the Raiders aren't coming,
Yeah.
and then they came, and then they said now they're going to host a Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
it seems like it's been a long time
Yeah.
since they mentioned it happening, and now here we are live. It's happening this weekend. So it's
Pretty wild.
crazy. It's
Crazy.
like this town isn't crazy enough, and then you add the Super Bowl into the mix. It's unbelievable.
Well, I know on Monday you were over at opening night, and I
I
know you
was,
were
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to negotiate for Super Bowl tickets.
I'm still
with
trying to
Travis
get
Kelce.
tickets.
You didn't have any
I'm
luck?
still trying. Florida, help me out.
What are you offering? I know you're offered to trade to Travis. What was the trade?
Oh, I did. Travis asked
Yeah.
my lifetime tickets to my show if he could get one ticket.
So you're making the deal to our
Yeah,
viewers? If anyone else?
lifetime tickets to my show if you could get just one ticket
One?
for me to the big Super Bowl. That'd be great.
Seems like a pretty good deal.
Kelsey was nice about it. He said I would if I could. I just gave my last. I think I asked them all the players. They all said the same thing. Oh, if you'd asked earlier.
Did you hit up Taylor Swift? Maybe she might have
The
access
only
to
person
box.
I should text her later and ask her then.
Okay, very good. Good shot. So, now, obviously, football jokes and football humor has been a big part of your act over the years, and as you're
Yeah.
always refreshing and renewing your act,
Yes.
are there any older football jokes that kind of stand out? Ones that you've already retired from the act, but
Yes.
what's your favorite football joke?
I
that's been part
used
of
to
your-
have I used to have when they throw the penalty flag.
Yeah.
They always do holding, and they throw the flag and hits the ground, and then I said they should have it on a lawn dart. So when you throw the flag at the exact player that caused the penalty, one, you'd know who the player was, and second, he'd take more of a penalty. Instead of backing him up 5 yards, he's like, "Oh, I'm down." So you just imagine stuck in the guy's plane. So it's holding at number 47. He's got his thing stuck in his head.
Yeah, and certainly you've incorporated, even
there's so much
the new
joke, yeah.
humor about the Cowboys, of course,
Oh,
losing
their
recently.
helmet,
They were
yeah,
part of
that's it, yeah.
the routine as well. So let's kind of share some tourist tips since you've been here in Vegas for a while.
Yeah.
What are Carrot Top's top tourist tips for being here in Vegas? What would you recommend people do?
Well, get a lot of rest.
Okay.
Seriously,
Okay.
get a lot of fluids in you, and I don't mean
Yeah.
like beer. I mean you really got to drink a lot of water and stay hydrated because people don't realize how dry it is here.
Yeah.
In the desert, and pace yourself for God's sakes.
Yeah.
People come here and they go nuts. They get 2 days in Vegas and they're going to try to remake The Hangover, with their buddies.
Yeah.
So I think just have fun. Come see my show first of all.
Of course, that number one tip right
Number
there.
one tip.
Yes.
I'm going.
Yeah.
And other than that, just enjoy yourself and be safe. And there's so much to do. You can even go hiking out in the mountains.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things to do besides drink and get getting crazy.
So you got some health tips there, and obviously fitness has been a big part of
Yes.
your life for a while. What is your fitness routine like? I mean, how do you get
Every day I go to
guns
the
like
gym.
that?
Yeah, every day I go to the gym.
Okay.
And not even long.
Yeah.
I go for like 40 minutes. I just try
Yeah.
to get a little bit of workout in and stay in shape. I'm on stage every night, running around, so it helps
Yeah.
to stay in shape.
Yeah.
And who knows? They might say, "Hey, listen, we got a ticket for the Super Bowl. You have to play fullback." So I might be playing, fullback on Sunday. So I have to,
Oh, really?
I have to be ready in case they need a fullback.
So if we're watching Sunday, we may see you on the field?
Maybe.
Maybe?
I
Okay, it's
don't know.
possible. All
They're
right.
both red teams. They're both red, so I don't know.
So now you do get back to Central Florida quite often.
I do.
What are your favorite things to do when you're back in Central Florida? Where do you like to hang out? Where do you like to go?
I love, of course, Winter Park. That's where I
Yeah.
live. I love taking my scooter down to Park Avenue.
Yep.
And having lunch. Also, my gym is right there, so I can literally take my scooter to lunch and then the gym,
Yep.
and then maybe go home and then go out for a nice dinner somewhere, maybe Hillstone on the water.
Yeah, that's great too.
But I normally I'm very bubble guy. Stay in my little bubble of Winter Park.
Okay.
But there are
Okay.
people
Yeah.
I've been on I-4 since I was a kid. I just try not to stay on
You
I-4.
haven't?
I try not to get on
Yeah,
I-4.
it's probably not a
They've
bad
got
idea.
better though. They fixed it.
The express lanes.
Way better. It used to be.
express lanes,
My old
yes.
joke used to be when I played there, I'd say,
Yeah.
"You grew up in Florida." I said, "No, I grew up on I-4." Like I got on
Yeah.
the highway when I was.
Never got off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I was 8 and I got off when I was 42. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And so you grew up on the East Coast, I believe.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. Coco.
In Cocoa, and your dad was actually a NASA engineer. Is
Isn't that
right?
crazy? Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Worked at NASA, and I know.
Yeah.
And look at me. My brother, I just saw some Air Force pilots go by. My brother was.
Thunderbirds are here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
wait to meet them.
Yeah.
My brother flew for the F-16.
Yep.
Which is, I guess they probably fly the. I don't know what they fly. Thunderbirds now. They've moved up.
Planes, yeah.
Yeah, but
Planes of some sort.
but they're true heroes. But
Yeah.
So my brother flew F-16s. My dad worked at NASA, and
Yeah.
I'm a comedian. So anything can happen, kids.
Anything could happen, absolutely. And tell us about your tour. Do you have any tour dates coming up in Florida?
We do have some.
Will you be
We're not in
performing?
Florida though. We have some dates
Not at
coming
all?
up in California.
Okay, California.
And then in March, and then we're pretty much back at the Luxor every night,
Mm-hmm.
6 nights a week.
Okay. For folks who want to follow you on social media, where can they find
Carrot
you?
Top Live
Yep.
is my Instagram, and I keep it pretty current. There's a lot of
Yep.
stuff that's happening right now that we're doing today here.
Yeah.
And then I've got the Twitter and the Facebook. They're all Carrot Top.
Great.
So the real Carrot Top. So
Well, I follow you on Instagram. It's always fun to see
Oh,
what
yeah.
you're up to. I appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Very good.
Thank
the
you.
Carrot Top, thank you very much. Stay tuned to FloridaNationalNews.com for more.
right on. Florida's in the house.
Scott, appreciate it.
Thank you. It was fun.
Yeah, that was